guys! So funny bumping into you.
Yeah, I mean, we all live here now, so not that funny.
Don't you see, Butters? Teaching people to think of their brand just makes more people like them. This whole thing is wrong. They're telling you guys to reduce yourself into products. We're just performers instead of human beings.
He's right. Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we?
We couldn't get jobs and we ran out of money. We ate chicken out of bowls and rode in big cars full of smelly people to something called work. Every day was a new nightmare.
Hey! You ever heard of a thing called privacy?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Will you two just shut up and go away?
Cereal. And yes, you have to pay for everything, Harry. Life is hard. Most people struggle.
I have red hair. I know struggle.
Park County Police Station, what's your emergency?
Yeah, the neighbors across the street are setting off fireworks and it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, is it the Prince of Canada and his wife who just want to be left alone?
Yeah, come on, honey. We don't need this place.
Honey?
South Park dropped an episode that hit Meghan and Harry hard, showing them not as strong figures, but as over-polished products trying to sell themselves. And it wasn't just a silly joke. It was a sharp roast that stuck and spread fast across the internet, making their image look weaker, and the way it was done felt more planned than people first thought.
What the hell? What'd he just say? He victimized me. It's because I'm an ethnic woman. He can't do that. I'll see. Wait, you're ethnic? This is an outrage. We'll just see how he deals with my blue.
Anyway, Meghan, you were saying Dorit's such a what?
What? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, Dorit.
Well, I heard it somewhere.
South Park tore Meghan and Harry apart, showing them as fake, shallow, and money-hungry, and just when they thought it was over more leaks, proved the worst was yet to come.
If it's truly what we want, then we really can get away from it all. No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life. Yes, I'm sure you agree, darling.
Why are we so mad today?
Because we want our privacy.
The real chaos didn't come from the episode, but from the leaks before it aired with crystal clear frames showing Meghan on a throne of broken wine bottles labeled with her failed brands, and Harry in therapy holding a baby bottle marked validation. And once those savage images hit Discord, Telegram, and blogs, they spread like wildfire, turning a cartoon roast into all-out reputational warfare.
Auntie Meghan, hello! Oh, I've missed you!
How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy!
These leaks were not simple jokes. They were brutal takedowns showing Meghan as a failed influencer queen screaming into a gold mic on top of her broken dreams, and Harry as a lost man in therapy, clinging to pieces of his fading identity with the words crisis of narrative hanging over him like a curse every frame. Looked designed to shatter their brand, and fans online said this was not satire anymore, but open war to erase the Sussex image forever.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Will you two just shut up and go away?
Oh, you hilarious, Meghan. Why did you move back here anyway?
It was ultimately a tough call, but there were a lot of factors to consider.
South Park roast turned into a meme storm, TikTok edits, Reddit trailers, Insta roasts, and the hashtag spoiled. Sussex went viral. The more Meghan's team tried to stop it, the more people mocked, and the real twist was nobody knew where those brutal leaks came from.
Hey, can you two keep it down?
Hey! You ever heard of a thing called privacy?
Over, under, around, and through. Meet Mr. Bunny Rabbit, pull and through. I did it.
Good job, Harry.
Guess what? The leaks were not from hackers or random fans. They came straight from inside the studio with secret watermarks proving insiders were dropping finished frames on purpose. Time to crush Meghan and Harry right when they were weakest. And this was not just bad press, it was sabotage from within. And the worst part, their clumsy response. Only pushed South Park to go even harder.
This might be the smallest palace I've ever been in.
Hey guys! So funny bumping into you.
Yeah, I mean, we all live here now, so not that funny.
Get ready because Meghan team tried to kill the fire with legal threats, but South Park turned it into a game the lawyers sent letters and demands to pull the episode, but it was already locked and delivered, so their threats were useless. And instead of backing down, the creators used those threats as joke fuel, making things worse. Meghan team basically handed them free content, and the internet turned their failure into non-stop meme gold.
Have to find a way to make £50 billion on our own. We couldn't get jobs and we ran out of money. We ate chicken out of bowls and rode in big cars full of smelly people to something called work. Every day was a new nightmare.
AFK. So check this out. Meghan and her team thought they were being smart, really smart. They wanted to stop the internet roasting them. So they pulled out this big emotional card with a surprise Instagram live, no glam lights, no filters, just Meghan in this soft pastel sweater talking about grace, silence, and reflection, trying to make it feel raw and real, like she was baring her soul, hoping people would finally see her softer side and maybe stop clowning on her. But OMG, it went completely off the rails. The audio was glitching, the video kept freezing, and then boom, the screen froze on the most awkward frame ever, and the internet wasted zero time turning it into a circus. Within minutes, TikTok was flooded with edits where her frozen face was synced with South Park chants, others threw in buzzing cartoon bees labeled brand deals, Spotify, Netflix lawsuits all flying around her head like chaos memes. Even Reddit and Twitter jumped in laughing that the queen of branding couldn't even brand her own live stream, right? And then came the craziest rumor of all that the actual South Park animators were watching the stream in real time, already sketching out parody ideas for their next episode. Like, can you even imagine the panic in her team when they realized what was happening? And before anyone could stop it, the live was yanked offline after barely 12 minutes. But by then, it was too late. The damage was done. Her big, heartfelt comeback moment had been flipped into another comedy skit for the whole world to roast. And now everyone's just waiting to see how Harry reacts next, because every move they make only shows how alone and cornered they've really become.
How many more princes and his wives have to live in this nightmare?
Yeah! Let's back up,
So here's how it all really crumbled for Harry. When Meghan's little Instagram rescue plan backfired big time, he tried to save himself on the down low. He started dialing up old royal aides, Netflix bosses, and even old friends who used to help smooth over the press storms. But this time, nothing. Not even a pity text. Insiders say people were terrified that if they even whispered advice, they'd end up as characters in the next South Park roast. So Harry sat there feeling not just rejected, but completely abandoned, like no one wanted to touch the mess he was in. At one point, he even suggested putting out a personal statement to get a shred of dignity back, but his own team shut him down, saying it would only make the leaks look more legit. So he stayed silent watching his cartoon, self with a giant baby bottle, go viral everywhere. And that silence hit harder than he expected, because what came next wasn't just public embarrassment, it was the start of real money slipping away and their whole brand shaking in the one place they can't afford to lose.
Jesus, what did they do to you? There were highs and lows. It's all good. Anyway, see you guys at tea. Come on, Harry.
It got uglier real quick because while the internet kept roasting with non-stop memes and parody edits, Meghan's brand started losing real money. Fast insiders spilled that two big deals, one with a fancy skincare line, and another with a trendy meditation app, suddenly hit pause. And not the kind of pause that comes back later, the talks just froze like ice. One leaked email even spelled it out harshly, saying, working with Meghan now meant risking becoming a walking joke before a campaign could even launch. On top of that, a rival streaming platform that was cooking up a soft lifestyle doc around her quietly dumped the idea her image, once sold as classy and powerful, was now branded as pure chaos magnet. And then came the twist that cut deeper than losing money. The people who used to cheer her on started turning their backs, and that's when the cracks in her support really began to show.
What happened to your ring?
I gave it to the working people.
We're the working people.
Oh, remind me to tell them the story about when I bought milk.
I think you just told it.
The chaos only got heavier because even Meghan's diehard fans started slipping away. The influencers who once hyped her outfits and praised every project slowly backed off, some even tossed little jokes in reels, while fashion bloggers flat out refused to show her wine brand, saying they didn't want to be memed holding the bottle. Even her loyal fan pages shifted, calling the whole thing parody proof. Like no PR trick could clean it up, Archwell's digital team tried tracking the storm, but the backlash moved so fast, their updates were useless. By the time Meghan got a briefing, the internet had already twisted the story into something worse. And then came the real horror. People weren't just laughing at the leaks anymore. They went back to the old South Park roast and started stitching it with the new frames. That's when her team finally saw the truth. This wasn't a bad week or a passing trend. They had officially become living, breathing, permanent satire.
I'm sorry, I need a drink.
Down with the motorhead! We deserve our privacy!
People,
Here's the wild part no one's talking about. While Meghan's team was running around trying to fix the mess, Palace just sat back in total silence. No press, no statements, not even a hint of support. But behind those walls, insiders say there were smirks and side glances. Prince William even got a briefing on the South Park leaks, and his only reaction was a tiny grin that said everything. The staff, meanwhile, were joking in private chats, sharing memes like "privacy please." Unless you have brand deals, it was the royal playbook in full swing. Stay quiet and let the chaos eat itself. And in the end, Meghan and Harry were left holding the flames, while South Park was only gearing up for an even bigger blow, pulling in names from all over Hollywood and beyond.
Our county police station, what's your emergency?
Yeah, the neighbors across the street are setting off fireworks and it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, is it the Prince of Canada and his wife who just want to be left alone?
Get ready, because this is where it spun. Out of control. After South Park lit the match, comedians everywhere jumped in like it was open season. Late-night hosts went wild with Jimmy Kimmel, joking that Meghan's rosé tasted like her podcast, bland with a sprinkle of victim vibes. Stephen Colbert dropped a fake trailer for Still Spare roasting Harry, while Jimmy Fallon threw in a world tour parody, and it didn't stop there. Netflix comics slid Sussex Burns into their sets. Parody pages popped up overnight, with one called Duchess of Chardonnay hitting 200,000 followers in days, posting fake wine reviews like goes best with zero credibility. Even rival cartoons slipped in sly jabs, making them the ultimate punchline. And here's the brutal part: when every comic, from TV to Instagram, uses you as their running joke. You're not just trending, you're being buried. And the last twist showed they had no way out.
Now the prince is playing polo on the lawn.
We are here because privacy is a basic human right.
There's the harsh truth: Meghan and Harry didn't just lose their story, they became the joke that everybody keeps repeating. What began with a couple of leaked South Park frames blew up into a cultural storm like nothing we've seen before. From the failed Instagram Live to the endless memes to late-night hosts dragging them, and then that chilling warning from Trey Parker saying, "Wait till you see what didn't leak." It all proved one thing: they're no longer in control. They're stuck inside the circus. Every word, every silence, every move is twisted into content. Archwell is now scrambling for a reset. But how do you fix things when the internet has already stamped you as permanent satire? At this point, the real threat isn't hate, it's being ignored. So the big question is, can they ever claw back control, or has South Park locked their fate forever?